But COS does not create a single quantum role. It creates a new ecosystem of roles from technicians and engineers to software developers, technical sales and marketing professionals, data scientists, applied scientists, and educators. One of the clearest findings from my national mapping work is that quantum requires expertise across physics, computer science, engineering, chemistry, material science, and the biosciences, to name a few. States that understand this interdisciplinary nature will be better positioned to create a broad and diverse workforce. Over the past few years, we've also seen strong examples of state leadership in quantum, including work represented by my fellow panelists today. Colorado's teacher externship program is helping educators build competency in quantum-related fields. South Carolina supports the South Carolina Quantum Association through state budget appropriations to grow its regional quantum economy. Texas has launched the Texas Quantum Initiative to coordinate research, education, and economic development. And several other states have introduced bills to incentivize COS activity. And just last week, California announced a new statewide quantum initiative to build connections among government, higher education, and industry to ensure California's economic growth and sustainability as a leader in quantum. For states, recognizing this interdisciplinary nature means that they can leverage existing strengths across their higher education systems to build quantum capacity rather than starting from scratch. This means preparing students for quantum cannot be siloed into physics alone. States will need to develop interdisciplinary pathways that reflect the breadth of COS-aligned fields. And so I think, and this is something Sam mentioned earlier about building upon what we already have. And so there are several education and outreach initiatives that have already been happening. And so if states can invest into opportunities to amplify those examples, amplify and scale those examples across states, such as I mentioned Sparks, right? That's a mobile quantum laboratory. They've covered tens of thousands of miles across, I believe it's Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado. But what about the rest of the country, right? And so where they're not just these one-off experiences that you can have based on a targeted time frame, right? Generally, a lot of these grants are, 5 years? I think the DOE just renewed a few of the quantum information science centers funding like last week or maybe earlier this week. However, what if the DOE didn't invest in that? You know, what would we do? What opportunities wouldn't our public or students have access to if they would not have renewed that funding? If you're curious, just take a leap and explore the different resources that we talked about today. And it seems as though a lot of the kits that have been created for K-12 through 16, they're in spaces where you don't need to know differential equations to do them, right? So just jump in. It's okay. And if you don't like it, like Kayla said, that's okay. It's just about exposure and access.